After Midway, the United States needed to go on the offensive. Japan still held a vast defensive perimeter, from Burma to the Solomon Islands. The chosen target was Guadalcanal, a jungle-covered island in the southern Solomons, where the Japanese were building an airfield. If that airfield became operational, it would threaten supply lines to Australia. The Americans decided to strike first. On August 7, 1942, the 1st Marine Division landed on Guadalcanal. It was the first American amphibious assault of the Pacific War. The Japanese defenders were caught off guard. Most fled into the jungle. The Marines seized the partially built airfield and named it Henderson Field. But the Japanese reacted swiftly. Their Navy and Army would spend the next 6 months trying to take it back. The first major counter-strike came from the sea. On the night of August 8, a Japanese cruiser force slipped down the Slot, a channel through the Solomon Islands. In the Battle of Savo Island, they sank 4 Allied cruisers in less than 30 minutes. The American fleet withdrew, leaving the Marines stranded on Guadalcanal with limited supplies, naval support, and no control of the sea. The airfield became the center of the campaign. American engineers, working under shellfire, completed the runway. Cactus Air Force, a mix of Marine, Navy, and Army aircraft, flew from Henderson Field, earning the nickname the Cactus Air Force. They fought off daily Japanese air raids and bombed Japanese supply ships. The Japanese called the field Bloody Nose Ridge because they could not silence it. Unable to bring large troop convoys during the day, the Japanese resorted to fast destroyers making night runs down the Slot. Marines called it the Tokyo Express. Each night, Japanese ships landed reinforcements and supplies, and bombarded the marine perimeter, but destroyers could not carry heavy artillery or enough food. Japanese soldiers landed hungry and under-equipped. The waters off Guadalcanal became a graveyard. In October, the Battle of Cape Esperance, a draw. In November, the Naval Battle of Guadalcanal, a savage, point-blank night engagement, where battleships and destroyers fought within yards of each other. The Japanese lost 2 battleships and a destroyer. The Americans lost several cruisers and destroyers, but Japan could no longer reinforce the island. On land, the Japanese launched a major offensive in late October. Thousands of soldiers charged the marine perimeter in banzai attacks. At the battle for Henderson Field, the Marines held machine guns, artillery, and point-blank rifle fire shredded the attackers. The Japanese lost over 3,000 men in 2 days. The Marines lost 80. After that, Japan never again threatened Henderson Field. By December, the Japanese army on Guadalcanal was starving. Disease, malnutrition, and constant combat had reduced their strength. The Navy could no longer supply them. In January and February 1943, Japan secretly evacuated over 10,000 soldiers, their first major withdrawal of the war. Guadalcanal was in American hands. The 6-month campaign cost Japan over 30,000 men, hundreds of aircraft, and 24 warships. The United States lost about 7,000 Marines and soldiers. The lesson is simple. Guadalcanal was not just a battle. It was the moment Japan's offensive power died. From that point on, America would island hop all the way to Tokyo. Just the grit and the grind of war.